Greetings guests from another time dimension. By your sight, I can tell that I'm dealing with time travelers. I am Master Xerox Ranger, leader of the LRX Council, and this is my bodyguard Mustache Ranger. So what can I do for you today?
We of the United Antivirus Movement have received an email about you desiring for additional defense software to your light system, because of spam emails coming from Vegas.
How astonishing that this got to your ears. Rarely did I ever hear about sending data from one time dimension to another, yet, it is possible, as it was possible for my council to move from one server to another. One was called Candelios, while this one is called the GIMP Primary.
As a representative of the United Antivirus Movement, we are offering you the best protection for anybody within the woods.
Very well, but be careful. I have a feeling that all of us are being monitored by VRX, therefore the language of Mari will be spoken temporarily. Minister, you disappoint me.
What do you mean?
It's in the laws of Australia, Little Britain, New Zealand, Oceania and Indonesia that no third-party software products are allowed out here.
So choose to rely on cheap spin-offs and clickbait products and how pathetic.
Hold your tongue, we are just following the laws of our people.
The laws of your people. You belittled us, the United Antivirus Movement. What do you think the mail incident happened? Why did we decide to come here? To hear your warning. Even if you spoke as sophisticated as great philosophers, still we were not impressed. Now then, for the last time, you and your council commit to having your servers protected by us, the United Antivirus Movement, or will you stay working in your and protected systems forever?
For Vindrik's sakes, get out of my... Total AV is a business crybaby. Never again will I underestimate this barbarian.
Wow, that was a close call for LRX. And honestly, I don't care if the entire multiverse becomes hostile towards them. I still trust them.
Oh, really now?
Father, you're here too?
You mocked me. You and your supporters have all mocked me. Now I will show you what true vengeance is. You thought you'd revenge me by showing the multiverse this shit. Let me tell you, my son, you have seen nothing yet.
Damn it, I have to stop my father before he destroys Daria.
Oh no, StruggleWolf has breached the computer servers and he just stole the recap for the metallic gas.
He will mass produce it and unleash it towards Delia. All units back to Delia immediately.
Let me bring this to you and your opponents, for I minister total of it, the one who will delete you.
Rainwater is the true weakness of this metallic gas. We must unleash those weather bombers immediately.
Твои тайны Tiria, the entire multiverse is sick of your animalistic union, the method of transforming humans and sims into natural animals, forming union of countries having such people and making dominions out of countries like ours. It was a pleasure that your union vanished, billions were restored and cheered for that. However, as long as Tiria exists, there is no peace for us. You are worse than XRL. You are worse than any mad scientist with world conquested Norvites, dragons, attack.
Oh no, we are too late. We can't stop the transformation. Father, you murderer!
And so the keeping of Tiria is no more. You should have never exposed to those documents in the first place. Now have a listen. 'Tis the sound of weighing and gnashing teeth. Man.
I'm sorry. I was not capable of stopping Total AV this time.
Neither could we.
So you finally got the knowledge you wanted. And yet, this is the price you pay for such intel you collected.
Who cares about Minister Total AV?
Who cares about Total AV? I do. He must learn his patterns and use it against him to outsmart him.
When will this opportunity come to us?
I wish I knew, Orchid. I wish I knew.
Then I'm afraid this goes to show we are not the finest soldiers in the world.
Where is he?
It's gone, sir. Only 17 priestesses have survived, alongside myself.
I gave you the chance of aiding me willingly, but you had elected the way of pain!
We drew the attention of other countries. We should have stayed quiet.
How dare you!
I am a realist.
Nobody cares!
Would it have been better for you if we had conquered Little Britain?
Game over here!
Enough!
How dare you!
Look at them!
Why are you running? Why are you running?
There's no use in continuing the goals of Tiria. We are moving back to our time dimension.
Wake the fuck up!
No, I do not have admin permissions to do so. This is something I cannot repair with words or code.
You son of a bitch!
You have brought this upon yourself.
Flawless victory, as you wanted.
Yes, but sir, the hostages are still angry at you.
No worries, man, they will get reimbursed for their troubles, that's for sure.
Sir, the world wants answers for what you and Total AV have done. I saw the footage via the drones and I'm absolutely disgusted with you.
We will discuss this further once we reach Sydney for G30.
Okay, but only if Charisma and Avalanche are witnesses of the conversation. Besides, I'm sure These 2 have a one topic with you this fall at Slammiversary SummerSlam.
Sure, I don't see why not. Those Canadian dogs will soon become the death of me.
Hello, optician. How are you holding up?
Things are looking alright. You two are now free to fly.
Thank you. But where is Fan Ranger?
She had to go to Sydney for an important...
Excuse me, optician. The tank ranger wrote something to me about a meeting at LRX Imperial Base. What say you?
Come, younglings.
Mr. Void, I bet you have some questions about what happened, correct?
Yes, those documents were dangerous, yet meaningless. But why? Why did he try to put up a fight against Total ABE?
Master Xerox Ranger loved his people, a faithful ruler with an iron fist, but on the other hand, he was afraid as well.
Afraid of what? Losing everybody? Losing his country?
He was having dreams about drastic changes across the multiverse, time dimensions disappearing, doors getting closed, complete nations taken down, masses of commercial and non-commercial OCs vanishing, while others being created, and yet, the most notable dream of his was about a grape field. It was empty, remnants of burnt grape branches and vines all around, except for one, that had many clusters. The dream eventually repeated itself for months.
What did he do with the clusters?
He took them down and analyzed each and every one of them. Many pieces were looking awful, but Xerox still had good taste. Some had to be cleaned in order to get the fine good pieces. You have to hear the meaning of this dream, Mr. Void.
And what would that be?
You know why we, the LRX and BRX Council, and the entirety of Little Britain and its time dimension were created, to be a parody of something. We were constructed by somebody, but with not a good mindset. We were about to be somewhat like ARX and XRA. On the contrast, our styles were different. Even if both councils are meant to be non-commercial OCs, we got a chance to change as we became the cluster pieces, that had to be cleaned.
I guess I understand now. So it's your goal to do good, while you live and while you are needed.
Void, even if we get deleted in this computer war, promise me that you'll never stop becoming an antivirus.
Hank, I promise.
Mr. Void, the twilight of LRX has begun. That meeting with Total AB years ago was the dreaded secret of ours that we've kept from you for many years.
I think the entire multiverse will forget about it soon. Looks like it wasn't a big deal as everybody in LRX thought.
If Master Xerox Ranger had said yes to Total AB all those years ago, you would have never existed in the first place.
And what about Giria?
Their era is over. What they built up for was not for a good purpose, but rather selfish and somewhat like the behavior of Agamemnon from a certain movie which I will not utter at you.
And the ones who survive, will they have a home?
Like you have, yes, in time, they will.
Tank Ranger, things are now settled between Ascension and LRX. We all make mistakes, but the wound will heal. I promise.
Very well, Mr. Void. You are free to go.
Floyd. I need you to see this.
And what did you notice?
A message with an ambient cave sound as I tried to open this chest in the mind test like game.
Let's see. Wait, is that Hungarian?
How do you know?
Charisma told me all about the Hungarian language.
Wait, my computer on my meta arm has a translator. Let's try it. The following message is sent to the entire country of Little Britain. I leave this country. I don't feel good. Deletion is inevitable. Best regards, Stormy?
Wait a minute. He was a fox with wings. A mutated fox. A guardian of Little Britain. Why hide the text message inside a game?
Maybe he saw something? Something agonizing. Something related to Total AV?
I just wish it wasn't this.
The documents, the dark fog gas, not much I could do for now. But with one opposing country out of the way, I can now focus more on the process of deleting the Blueberry Boy once and for all.
But what about Little Britain, sir?
Nobody in this room has men privileges in signaling attacks, but me. Do we understand each other?
Yes, Minister.
'Tis bewildering, but the lakes who would have brought me victory years ago, they had accepted my software proposal back then. And if I cannot shut down the Blueberry Boy and all his supporters immediately, then step by step, these malicious payloads will have to do for the time being.
And so, the Kingdom of the Area is no more, and LRX can still be trusted once again, and yet, this little war has become the worst nightmare of LRX so far, so how long will this computer war continue? And will the non-commercial OCs be able to return to their homes? Don't miss the next episode of Axer Rangers S.